Alright, so we've got oxygen, I think. Oh no, they just hit to the back. But they did 4 damage. That's not good for me. Sweet. We got their missile system offline. We still do not have their shields offline, so I'm going to put a missile there and put my burst laser on their weapons system. Hopefully their weapons system will stay off long enough that this does not get another chance to shoot me. As long as they can't shoot that, then I should be okay. Let's keep putting the burst laser on these guys. I need to get their shield down now at this point. Okay, weapons system's still down here. I'm wasting a few missiles, but I need to make sure that I survive. There we go, shield is down. I'm going to turn on the auto fire at this point, because I think we have defeated this ship. There's pretty much no way that they're going to defeat me now. Especially because I'm going to continue targeting their missile system. Cool. That wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. Anyways, there's no time to salvage the enemy ship. You must jump away before the cruisers get in firing range. So basically you get 1 fuel out of it. It's not a great thing, but we got to the next sector. Now we've got 2 sectors to go to. We can either go to a civilian-controlled sector, which could be any number of things, or we can go to an Engi-controlled sector, which means we might be able to pick up an Engi as another crew member. You can also see each of the things that you'll be able to jump through along the way. There's 8 systems in all, and for today, we shall be jumping to the Engi-controlled sector, which will put us towards possibly another civilian sector, a hostile sector here. There's nebulas here, all that kind of stuff. Nebulas are great because they have very strange creatures in them, so I'll probably fly towards the nebula. Anyways, let's go to the Engi-controlled sector for now. You have arrived in Engi space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help. So, unlike the Geth, they're kind of nice. And also, I just noticed we've got a major breach back there. That is not good. Let's get a couple of our people back here. So that place is completely barren of oxygen right now, which is not good because that will that'll get us killed real quick here. I'm going to open these doors here so that they get a little bit of oxygen in there, and it keeps them alive a little bit longer than they would normally stay alive. And now let's pull them out of here. As you can see, the oxygen started getting sucked out of here as well. However, because we put some oxygen over here, our guys didn't die quite as fast as they could have. We're gonna go heal them up here. They should have gotten a little bit of repair skill, so you got 1 and you got nothing. So basically, Flying Foxy is the one who ended up getting the repair skill out of that. Whoever actually does the repair is the one who gets the skill. So, there you have it. Cookie, sorry, you're not a repairman yet. You can work on that. I'm sure you'll eventually get there. Distress signals, in my opinion, are usually something that you should avoid in most cases, because a lot of them tend to be fake distress signals. But you know what? We're going to go down here. Which means we're going to go through the distress signal anyway. You cross paths with an Engi cargo vessel, hurrying home before the Mantis fleet attempts to take over this sector. They're happy to offload some of their cargo to get home faster, so we got some free fuel, free missile, and a lot of scrap. That's quite nice, actually. I am going to go ahead and upgrade our power once more. And you know what? I'm going to also go ahead and upgrade our shield so that we have the capability of getting an extra shield. So basically, our shield has grown a little bit more. You can actually see a little pattern forming on the outskirts of it. The more shields that you get, the stronger the pattern will become. Still, keep in mind that missiles will get through that, so it's not perfect, but it's a good defense. Alright, let's see what we've got. You follow the distress beacon to a small asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. They message you, "Help! Our shields are down, and I don't know how much longer we can last." So we can either try to shield the ship with ours and escort them out, or don't risk it. This is a problem because I don't think our shields are quite high enough to help them out. But I'm going to try, and we might take damage and they might die. Let's do it. Despite your best efforts, the civilian ship breaks apart from the constant barrage. You are barely able to break out of the asteroid field yourself. The ship sustains some damage in the process, but we got 13 scrap out of it. Too bad that we weren't able to save them, because that's one of the few distress beacons that's actually a real distress beacon. Let's go check out this one. Find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. "Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders." We're leaving them alone. Giant alien spiders will always kill you unless you have someone who is capable of killing the spiders. Anyways, we can't risk some unknown alien on every backwater state, or you can't risk fighting some unknown alien on every backwater station you come across. Be prepared to jump. Sadly, I could not risk it. I do not want to lose a pilot. Or not a pilot, but just a member of my team. Because if we do, then we're pretty screwed. I'm going to go ahead and hit this up because I think we can jump through here if we need to. A cluster of Engi satellites in orbit of nearby planets are the only clue the mechanical species was ever here. You have other places to be. Well, that was a failed jump. That didn't get us anywhere. I am going to head down here because it looks like they're going to get pretty close to me. Alright. There must have been rich pickings for pirates around here up until the war broke out. The pirate you encountered here looks worn down, but hungry. You'll have to fight. Alright, so he looks like he's got basically the same missile system as us. Let's go ahead and hit him with a missile there where it counts. And we'll hit him with a laser in the shield. Hopefully we'll manage to deter him from killing us. As you can see, this laser is slowly powering up. Alright. We get a frantic message about them wanting to give us everything that they have. They're offering a fuel, drone parts, scrap, and a weapon. The fact that they're offering a weapon makes this a really good deal. We're taking it. So now we've got another burst laser here. This shoots 2 rather than 3 like this one. And I would really like to get that up and running as soon as I possibly can, because that is really nice. If we have 2 lasers going at once, then we can do some serious damage. I think I might actually go ahead and put that in there, and then I can take one out of here and just... oh, I don't have enough system power. Derp. Of course I don't. So basically you need enough system power to go for this, which means I need 2 more in that, and that's not happening anytime soon. That's fine, I need power anyway. I don't have anything to power up at the moment, but whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Not gonna harm me. More power is always good. We arrived just in time to see an unusually well-armed Engi ship destroying a small pirate craft. A teleporter signal is detected. Intruder on deck! Alright, a young mantis is in a charred uniform, has teleported onto the deck. He begs for sanctuary from the Engi and offers to serve in exchange for your protection. The Engi have already traced the teleporter signal and are offering a deal in exchange for the prisoner. We technically need someone to be manning our weapons, so I'm actually going to agree to not offer him up and side with the fugitive to fight the Engi ship. Let's do it. Alright, he expresses his thanks and prepares to help you fight the pursuer. Alright, let's see. He is right here. His name is Cadriel. We will put Cadriel into our weapons bay, and he will help us power it much faster. which is good. He is a mantis, which is different from our regular people. We'll go ahead and check him out soon enough. We have no ability to fire missiles at this ship because currently they have a defense drone here. They also have some seriously good armaments. The defense drone can't do anything to us, so I am going to target with my burst laser. Oops. I keep hitting 3 by accident, but I'm going to target with my burst laser number 2 their weapons, because if I can get those weapons down, they're pretty much defenseless. And I really don't need my Artemis missile once I get those weapons down. And hopefully with the extra power from this dude, we will be able to do it much faster. As you can see, these went slightly lower. I believe you can... No, we can't see it right now, but we might be able to see what kind of difference it has made. And this right here is an EMP, which means that they're going to hit my shield, and they'll probably knock out at least one of these, which is crappy. As you can see, this is messed up here. We still have one shield going, which is fine. And they've got this, which is, I believe it's a pike laser or something. It drags along the side of the hull, much like that other one that we saw. And we took care of it before it even had a chance. So we're good here. I think we should be able to actually take these guys out before they do anything to us. We should be fine now. I'm going to keep hitting their weapons at this point, just because it will keep their weapons down and I never have to use a missile for it. Well, except for that one came back up. But it doesn't really matter to me if they EMP me, because it does no damage. It never will. And in the end, they're going to end up dead long before we are. Which is good. It's very good. Technically, if we only had one shield, they would have been able to get that EMP through and they might have hit our weapons, which means that our weapons wouldn't work. Luckily, we have 2 shields and we're just fine. So, they explode and leave behind materials. Awesome. We got scrap. Alright. At this point, I'm kind of thinking I might power down the Artemis and power up the burst laser, because that may really help me out. Anyway, we're going to check out our crew here, and we're going to see our mantis person. The mantis disregard for individual lives led to their evolution as a vicious warrior race. They get double damage in combat, they have 1.2 times moving speed, and they have halved repair speed. So they're not too great at repairing things, but they are great at combat when someone comes in. As you can see, our mantis here has already started to get some capability with our weapons. The more he fires, the more capability he'll get. Our captain here is getting closer to being able to pilot this ship like a boss. Cookie is working on the shields. He's doing pretty good. And my wife here is almost a good engine pilot. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up our upgrades here. Ah, I didn't have enough. I thought I would have enough, but I did not. Alright, I'm going to head up here before I head to the store, because I would like to get more scrap. Let's see what we've got here. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. Well, the problem with this is you can take damage, but I'm going to risk it. Hey, we got some stuff. You happen upon an abandoned mining site. A few mining drones were left behind and could be repurposed. 1 drone part and 21 scrap. That's actually pretty damn good. I'm glad I did that. Let's head to the store. Alright, an Engi ship hails us. Engine upgrades necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrade. Okay, they have the ability to give us a drone control thing and crew teleporter as well as cloaking. Cloaking is pretty awesome because while you're cloaked, no one can hit you. There's also some special parts where you can shoot while you're cloaked, and makes your ship basically a powerhouse of killing things. We're going to sell something though. We're going to sell this beam drone because it is worthless to us. We do not have the capability to control drones, so why keep it? I'm going to fix all of my ship because I really need the fix. And that's all I'm going to do with them. I am now going to hit up my weapons here, take the Artemis down, and put the burst laser on. Now we've got a couple of burst lasers. This guy will probably recharge a little bit faster than burst laser number 2. And it does a little bit less damage, but in the long run it's pretty good. So they're very similar, except for the fact this one does 2 shots and this one does 3 shots, and they're 1 second apart. We won't be using the Artemis missile for good reason. It's not powered up right now. If we can get 1 more power and 1 more weapon slot, then we will be able to power up our Artemis as well. Let's see what we got. We find a rebel automated scout floating near the beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. So we can attempt to download the ship's data stores, which will basically get us a map of the sector, but we're so close to the end that that wouldn't be very useful to us. We don't risk activating it and just strip it of useful parts, and we would get 15 scrap out of it. I would do this to try and make them attack. However, there is a chance that they wouldn't attack, and then I would get a map of the sector, but I wouldn't get anything very useful out of it other than the map. So I'm going to strip it of parts instead. And then we're going to jump from there. Oh, there's a store. I'm thinking if I jump here and here, they're probably going to be over this. But I need more scrap before... I'm going to have 2 shields. But they might have an upgraded ship at this point. Alright, let's go for it. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to play a little bit nasty. Ooh, they gave me a weapon. As soon as you arrive, a small mantis ship detaches from a wreck and jumps away. You must have interrupted their salvage operation because you find a weapon ready to be installed. 11 scrap and a hull smasher laser. Hull smasher laser will strike across the hull. Once again, if they have shields on, the hull smasher laser will do nothing. Also, it requires 2 more power, so I'm probably going to end up getting rid of the hull smasher laser, even though it's a cool weapon and all. I like hull smashers, but it takes a long time compared to our other lasers here. In the long run, these 2 lasers will probably get us through a good amount of ships out there. Anyways, the hull smasher laser will fire 2 shots that deal 1 damage to rooms. Actually, no, this is something different. But anyways, they deal 1 damage to rooms with a system or subsystem and double damage to rooms without either. It requires 2 power, 14 seconds to charge, 2 shots per charge, breach chance is very low, and 2x damage on systemless rooms. So this is a cool weapon in that you could do a lot of damage to a ship really quickly. However, it is only to systemless rooms, so rooms like this that have nothing in it, like this has a med bay, so that's the system room. This one has nothing in it, systemless. You won't be taking down any systems with it. You might be taking down the ship a lot faster, but considering that the ship will probably be firing at you at the same time, it's not the best thing in the world. We're definitely going to have to fight a Federation scout once we hit the exit, but I'm going to hit up the store anyway. I need extra fuel at the moment. The Engi can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The Engi hive at this beacon are selling equipment for just that. Alright. There is that laser, or what am I saying? That missile launcher that we saw earlier. This thing is badass, but it requires 3 power. It would do lots of damage, which would be great. But I don't really want to have something that's going to take 3 power. That's a lot. It really is. I'm going to compare it to the one that we've got. Let's see here. What kind of breach does this have? This has shield piercing of 5 as well. And the difference between this is this one does 2 damage per shots and... Oops. Not that. Store. This one will do 3 damage per shot. It takes longer. It's just not worth it. The Ion Blast is really worth it, because this one only requires 1 power. Its charge time is 8 seconds, so it's very fast. It does no damage, but it is going to give us the capability to take down shields for a while, as well as weapon systems and all sorts of things. So this is a really good weapon.